Like really good progress so far.
Hi.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Anyone? Okay. Thank you. I'm not connected to my AirPod. I'm again with my headphones now. Love it. I don't know whose music that was, but I would love for you to provide the soundtrack for today's session.
The American Woman, that's all.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Not ABBA.
Not ABBA today.
Rebecca's our resident ABBA fan.
I love ABBA.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
How are you all feeling today?
Good.
Good. I taught Vinyasa this morning at 9 o'clock. I walked into the room and I'm like, good morning, yogis. How are we feeling? And literally nobody said anything. I was like,
Welcome to our teaching world. That's what happened today.
Hashtag crickets.
Hashtag teaching is
Not one kid responded to me today. It was just like dead today.
Ooh. I could imagine with a group of teenagers who are already like, you know, defiant and anti-period. Yeah, you're already like in an uphill battle. So y'all are the realest MVPs. I'm gonna just make sure that you can turn down the air. Cool. I'm pumped. We're gonna do a lot of hip openers today just because I always need that. I also want to work on my heart. Does anybody have special requests? No?
No.
Hi, Dario.
Hi.
My WAP king. What up, Carrie?
Morning.
Good morning. It is 12:01, so we're gonna get started. Let's just get right into child's pose. I'm gonna be changing up our sun salutations today, so when we get there, just know that it's ridiculous. Somebody say something to me really quick.
Hello.
Hi.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you. All right, go into your child's pose now. And I'm gonna mute her.
Thank you again for being here. Okay, now I'm on my AirPods, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. Thank you for acknowledging what I said. All right, friends, so go into your child's pose, get comfortable. Today's class is going to be not as powery as normal, so I'm not going to take us through anything that's going to like get your heart pumping super fast. I do want to focus more on holding postures a little bit longer so that we can really get the benefits of the hip openers that I'm going to talk us through and walk us through, and also just like feel a little bit more open when the session is over. So I hope you feel that. As always, we start classes by grounding so that we can disconnect from the outside world. So take some time now to just clear your mind, and clear your mind in the best way by sighing it out. So clear out your lungs and exhale. Hi, Melinda. Thank you for being here. Together, we're going to take a deep breath in, count to 6 as your lungs fill. Once they are full, hold it. And then open up your mouth, let it go. Detach yourself from anything you don't need. Detach yourself from anything that is weighing you down. On your next inhale, count to 6, maybe even 7. Hold it there. And then open up your mouth, let it go. Excellent. On your next inhale, push up into your tabletop. And start to draw circles with your body. So you're just gonna loosen your wrists and your hips in this way. You're gonna go in one direction for a few rounds and then go in the opposite. Keep your neck in with your spine and just feel that connection between your hands and the floor, your knees and the ground. And when you're done drawing those circles, return back to the center for a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Start by dropping your belly down and then look up. Rebecca, bring your knees a little bit more forward so that they're underneath your hips. Perfect. All right, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, go into your cat, round your back. Suck your stomach in. Feel your shoulder blades peel apart. Bring your chin into your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, cow pose. Feel the front of your body open. Allow your tailbone to lift up higher. Beautiful, Jeanette. Exhale, cat pose, round your back. So we're starting slow so that you can feel your mind. Drop your belly. Now as you go into this cow, feel your chest inch a little bit more forward like it's gonna burst between your biceps. Nice, Lisa. Exhale, cat. Round your back, suck your stomach in. Feel the backside of your body open. You've got 2 more rounds. Do them on your own. Move with your breath. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. When you're done with your 2, just meet me back in your neutral tabletop. All right, once we get there, bring your hands forward to go into your melted heart. Drop your chest, drop your belly. You can bring your fingertips super far forward, so they might even come up over the top of your mat. Just whatever you do, keep your arms straight. Feel your chest stretch, feel your stomach drop, and feel your biceps open up. So you're feeling the stretch in your biceps, your armpits. And if you're able to rest your chin on the ground, your throat is going to open up too. We're going to be here for 2 rounds of breath. Then release by walking your hands back underneath your shoulders. Once they're there, tuck your toes under and then lift your knees off of the ground 1 inch, your tabletop plank. So as you go into the shape, awesome. Everyone looks really good. Try to engage your triceps. Suck your stomach in so that your lower back is protected and obviously your core muscles are working. Lift up your head just a little bit, Dario, so your neck is in line with your spine. Good. And then imagine you're extending the crown of your head to the top of your mat. You're going to be here for 10 more seconds, and then you're going to straighten out your legs for a full plank. 5 more to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten out your legs. Keep your quads tight, your booty squeezed. 10 more seconds, and then you're going to push into your downward dog. 5 more. Excellent, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Bring your hips up. Drive your heels down. Walk it out. So bend one knee at a time. Sway your hips from side to side. Look underneath each bicep as you bend one knee and then the other so that you feel a deeper stretch down the sides of your body. Return back to the center and then look forward. Bend your knees, walk or step to the top of your mat. Make these movements small and slow. Since you're still warming up, we're now going to go into our sun salutations. Come up into your halfway lift as you inhale. Flat back, look forward. Keep your spine long. Awesome. Exhale, hinge at your hips. And then reverse dive, sweep your arms up, touch the ceiling. Go to a backward bend, bring your hips forward, your arms back. And then exhale, hinge at your hips, swan dive your way down. Lead with your heart. Come up into your halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This is where it gets different. Step your left foot back, drop your left knee down, go into a low lunge. Keep your left toes tucked. Reach your arms up and overhead, take a backward bend, lift your chin. Exhale, hinge at your hips, bring your hands down, straighten out your left leg, step your right foot back to go into your plank. Awesome. Downward dog, bring your hips up, your heels down. We did it. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Come up into your halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, reverse swan dive, sweep up. Take a backward bend this time. Hips go forward, arms go back. Exhale, swan dive, come down, hinging at your hips. Beautiful, Dario. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Drop your right knee down. Keep your right toes tucked. Sweep your arms up. Get into that lunge. Feel your right side hip flexor open. Drive your thumbs back. Hinge at your hips as you exhale. Once your hands touch the ground, straighten out your right leg. Go into plank. Awesome. Downward dog. Bring your hips up. Ground your heels. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold as you exhale, and then reverse swan dive. Sweep up, touch the ceiling, take a backward bend. Arms go back, hips go forward. Swan dive, come all the way down. Beautiful, Carrie. Halfway lift, inhale. We're gonna go a little faster. Hinge at your hips, step your left foot back, drop your knee down or not. Take a lunge, open up your chest, and then hinge at your hips. Bring your hands down, meet me in plank. Excellent, downward dog. Bring your hips up, drop your head down. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, jump to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Going even faster now, sweep your arms up. Go into your backward bend if you want it. And then swan dive, make your way down. Halfway lift, inhale, roll the weight to your toes. Hinge at your hips as you come down, step your right foot back. Drop your right knee down or not, but definitely go into the lunge. Reach your arms up. Bend your left knee more, Alicia. Good. Hinge at your hips. Step back into your plank. Hold it for 3 seconds. Then go into your downward dog. Hips go up. Heels go down. We're going to do 2 more. Look forward. Bend your knees. Walk, step, or jump. So we're getting warmer with every movement. Halfway lift. Hinge at your hips as you exhale. Reverse swan dive. Sweep up. Bring your hips forward. Arms back. Exhale, swan dive, come down, leading with your heart. Halfway lift, flat back, spine is long. Hinge at your hips, step your left foot back, lunge. Reach your arms up, bend your knee even more if you can. Lisa, nice carry. Hinge at your hips. Go into your plank. Downward dog. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Come up into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, reverse swan dive. I know you're missing the chaturangas. Don't worry, we'll get into it. Hips forward, arms go back. Exhale, swan dive, make your way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Get into your lunge, either with your knee on the ground or not, but go into your backward bend for sure. Hinge at your hips, bring your hands down, step back into your plank, and then go into your downward dog. From here, on your inhale, lift your heels up. So roll the weight to your toes. Exhale, drop your heels to the right to open up the left side of your body. Try to bring your hips up even more by pressing your hands under the ground. Feel the stretch down the left side of your body. Inhale. Exhale. And then on your next inhale, bring your heels up. Exhale, drop them down. Open up the right side of your body. One more round of breath. Inhale, bring your heels up. Look forward and then shift into your plank. Since we didn't do any chaturangas, we're going to do 5 chaturanga push-ups. So either do these with your knees lifted. If you want to modify, drop down to your knees. I'm going to show you how to do them. This is not a standard push-up. I want your elbows to go back so that you're grazing your rib cage. You're bending your elbows to 90-degree angles. And then you're coming right back up. So it's inhale, bend. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. Do 5. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. If you're on your knees, I want your chest to touch the floor. Bring your elbows, your hands a little bit closer in, Alicia. There you go. And your elbows go back. That looks great, Jeanette. Excellent, Lisa. You've got it, Carrie. Okay, when you're done with your 5, let me know that you are done by going into your child's pose. Katie, Melinda, I know that you guys are crushing it too. Cool. And since all of you are finished with your push-ups and you go into your child's pose, bring your hands together into prayer and then rest your elbows on the mat. Now that your hands are in prayer, bend your elbows so that you can rest your thumbs onto the back of your neck. So Rebecca, walk your elbows forward a little bit more. Bring them forward, yep. And then allow your chest to drop down, maybe take your knees farther apart. Yeah, so you're getting into your hips, your triceps, good. So you're in this shape so that you can come back to your breath. You're also in this shape so that you can reconnect with your intention and also stretch your triceps. So if your triceps are a little tight today, try to walk your elbows closer to your ears. If you want more than that, put more pressure on your mat. With your elbows, you're going to feel your shoulder blades open up, your delts get stretched out. And then whenever you're ready, bring your pinkies back to the ground to straighten out your arms, separate your hands, and then push right back up into your downward dog. We're gonna flow. Tuck your toes under, bring your hips up, ground your heels. And then on your next inhale, sweep your right leg up, point your toes. Start to bend your right knee and draw circles with your right knee, 3 in one direction. And then go in the opposite, opening up your right side hip. When you're done with that, straighten out your leg, point your toes up, keep your hips and shoulders square to the ground. We're gonna do some core planks. So as you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow, hold it. Inhale, straighten out your leg, lift your heel. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow, hold it. Awesome, Dario. Inhale, straighten out your leg, point your toes, bring your heel up a little higher, then step it through to go into your crescent. Sweep your arms up. All right, everyone, bend your right knee a lot. You want to create a 90-degree angle with your right leg. So Rebecca, bend it. Awesome, Jeanette, bend it. Drive your left heel back. Every exhale, I want you to detach yourself from anything you don't need. You need to be as present as possible. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, straighten out both of your legs and dig your right heel into the mat. Hinge at your hips. Keep your hips and shoulders square to the ground. All of you've got it. If your fingers are on the floor, put more pressure on your mat by bending your elbows back. Try to keep them in tight, just like you do with your chaturanga push-ups. That way you can intensify the stretch in your hamstring. You've got one more round of breath. Exhale, hinge at your hips even more. Lift your right toes up. And then release by resting your foot on the mat. Walk your fingertips forward, standing splits. Lift your left toes up. Keep your fingertips right underneath your shoulders. You're going to do 5 heel lifts. So as you exhale, bring your right heel off of the ground. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, lift your right heel. Inhale, drop it down again, a total of 5. Try to keep your right quads engaged for even more warmth in your body. 2 more to go. Bring your heel up higher with every breath. This is our last one. Exhale, lift and hold. Bring your left foot up a little bit higher. Hinge at your hips even more. And then release. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Open up into your warrior 2. Whew. Bend your right knee a lot. Bounce it out. Turn your right knee out a little bit more, Lisa. Excellent, Dario. Yes. Awesome, everyone. Reach your fingertips apart. Open up your chest. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Now straighten out your right leg to go into triangle. Reach your right fingertips forward. Keep reaching until I say, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. Now bring your right hand down, your left hand up. Reach your fingertips apart so that you can feel your chest open and expand. Look up towards your left fingertips. Try to keep the weight on both of your heels and keep your core tight so you're envisioning your belly is pulling into your spine. On your next inhale, lift up your right hand so that your wrist is aligned with your shoulder. Frame your left ear with your left bicep like you're grabbing an imaginary beach ball. If you're not engaging your quads, do that now. Dig both of your heels into the floor. Excellent, Carrie. Now as you inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Turn your right toes to face forward. Then exhale, hinge at your hips, come down. As you come down into this forward fold, drop your head down and look at the ground rather than what's going on behind you. So you want your spine to lengthen. You want the backs of your legs to open. And I would love if all of you can just bring your hands a little bit closer to the middle of your mat rather than the edge. That way you have a lot more traction to open up your hamstrings. Definitely roll the weight to your toes. Suck your stomach up and in. Visualize your heels in line with your hips. Stay for one more round of breath. And then release by bending both of your knees. Pivot to face the top of your mat to go into your pyramid. Step your left foot forward just a couple of inches. Keep your left foot at a 45-degree angle, and then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, come down. So you want to rest your chest on your right thigh. Extend through the crown of your head. So again, that visualization, top of your head, one day touching the top of your right foot. I never thought it could happen, but now I feel like it's a possibility. Just keep looking, keep pulling your belly into your spine so you can create the space in your lower back. And then release. Bring your hands in front of your right foot. Step your left foot back. And then meet me in your high plank. Engage your quads. Squeeze your booty. Bring your hips down a little bit, Lisa. Good. 5 chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, bend your elbows back. Exhale, squeeze your triceps to straighten your arms. Do these at your own pace, but try to keep your elbows in so that your triceps strengthen more and more. Excellent work, everyone. When you're done with your 5, meet me in your downward dog. Ground your heels, open up your chest. We're gonna do it all over again on the left side. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Bend your left knee, point your toes down, draw those circles. 3 in one direction, 3 in the other. When you're done with your 3, straighten out your leg, point your toes, bring your chest closer to your right thigh. We've got those core planks. As you exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow, hold it. Inhale, straighten out your leg, bring it up. Squeeze your left butt cheek, bring your left knee to your right elbow, and then hold it. Inhale, go for that super long and high lift, then step it through. Go into your crescent lunge, sweep your arms up. Whew, open up your chest, bend your left knee a lot. Create that 90-degree angle with your left leg, bounce it out if you need. Straighten out your right leg, squeeze your right butt cheek. Lengthen your spine, sit your hips down lower. Alicia, Jeanette, thank you, good. Then to release, bring your hands down, double leg stretch. Straighten out your left leg, your right leg. So as your right heel drops, your left toes are gonna lift. This has become one of my favorite postures. I always need to open up my hammies, but you're also creating space in your lower back, which is a popular spot to carry tension. Hinge at your hips more, maybe walk your hands back. Stay for one more round of breath, make it slow. Release, drop your left foot down, walk your fingertips forward. Standing splits, lift up your right leg. Hinge at your hips. Your hands are gonna be underneath your shoulders. You know what's next. 5 of those delicious heel lifts. So as you exhale, bring your left heel up. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, bring your heel up. Inhale, drop it down. Make each lift a little bit higher. You've got 3 more. Lift and lower. 2 more. Drop it down. The final one, you're gonna hold it just for a little bit. Engage your quads, lift your right foot up, and then release. Step your right foot to the back of your mat, and then meet me in your warrior 2, facing the right side. Bend your left knee, bounce it out. Remember, 90-degree angle with your left leg. Get your left thigh parallel to the mat. Bring your knee away from your midline, reach your fingertips apart. Excellent. Then straighten out your left leg, triangle. Reach your left fingertips forward, keep reaching, and then drop your left hand down, reach your right hand up. Thank you so much for waiting. And you want to reach your fingertips apart so that your chest can open. You can open up your chest even more by squeezing your shoulder blades together. But remember, just keep your left fingertips light. Envision your right fingertips reaching to the ceiling. Dig both of your heels into the ground. Hold it. Now bring your left hand up so it's parallel to the floor. Frame your right ear with your right bicep. Grab that imaginary beach ball. And then come right back up. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Turn your left toes to face in. Then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Come down with a flat back. Roll the weight to your toes right away and then grab your hands behind your back. Interlock all 10 fingers, drive your knuckles up to the ceiling, squeeze your palms together, high Dutch. Roll the weight to your toes, engage your quads. And then the more you can squeeze your palms together, the more you're going to feel your chest open. The more you drive your knuckles up to the ceiling, the more you're going to feel the strengthening in your shoulders. So find a little bit of everything. Hashtag balance. Engage your quads, drive your knuckles up. Stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more. And then release. Drop your hands down to the ground, bend both of your knees, pivot to face the top of your mat, meet me in your pyramid. So step your right foot forward just a couple of inches. Your right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Excellent, everyone. Lisa, bring your left side hip up and then your right side hip down. Yes, Jeanette, you too. Bring your right side hip down. Yes, good. So now everyone engage your left quad so that your kneecaps lift. Suck your stomach in and then hinge at your hips even more. You're not only going to feel this down the back of your left leg, the back of your right leg is still feeling it too, as long as you keep your right heel grounded. Drop your head down. Maybe walk your fingertips a little bit more forward. Stay for 1 more round of breath. And then release. Step your right foot back. Sweep your left leg back to go into your plank. 5 more chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, bend your elbows back. Exhale, squeeze your triceps, straighten out your arms. You only have 4 more. When you're done with your 5, let me know by going into your downward dog. Excellent work, everyone. Ooh, when you go into this downward dog, bend 1 knee at a time to sway your hips. And now that everybody is ready, we're going to go into a twist. Bring your right hand to your left knee, your left shin, or your ankle, whatever you can grab. As you get that grip, bend your right elbow. Start to look underneath your left bicep. This is for the backs of your legs, but also your right shoulder. Release and switch sides. Bring your right hand down. Grab whatever you can on the right side. Look underneath your right bicep. Bend your left elbow more and more, creating a deeper twist. And then release. Bring your left hand down. Look forward. Bend your knees. Walk, step, or jump to the top. Bring your feet in between your hands all the way together. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Katie and Jeanette know what's happening. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, sit low, chair pose. So because we're not in the hot room, I want to generate more heat. Sit down really low if your name is Lisa. Thank you. Push your booty back. Try to lean your upper body back. Dario. Thank you, Jeanette. Yes, Carrie. Everyone try to get your wrists in line with your shoulders and now sit even lower. Lean your upper body back, Jeanette. Yes, there you go. Opening up your chest. Sit lower. Everyone, you can do it. Sit lower for 3, 2, 1. Release. Hinge at your hips. Straighten out your legs. Drop your head down. Bend 1 knee at a time. Not so bad, right? This next flow, I'm going to incorporate a little bit of twisting. Get excited. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Once your hands drop down, step your left foot back. Meet me in your crescent. So you're all the way onto your left toes. Drive your left heel back. Bring your hands together into prayer and then bring your hands to your heart. Twist to the right. Keep your right knee bent. Stay here with your chest open. There you go, Lisa. Thank you for waiting. Bring your right elbow back, your left shoulder forward, and then hinge at your hips. Get your left elbow, to hook onto the outside of your right knee. Put pressure on your right knee with your left elbow so that you can feel your right hip open up. To deepen the stretch, drive your left heel back. Look past your right shoulder. Eyes are up to the ceiling. Keep your core tight. And then release. Bring your hands down. Straighten out your right leg. Drop your left heel down, your double leg stretch. Hinge at your hips more. Maybe walk your hands back. If you feel more stability by keeping your hands forward, that's also an option too. But just try to lift your right toes up more and more with every exhale. You're going to go into your standing splits in 3, 2, 1. Drop your right foot down. Just sweep your left leg up. Hinge at your hips. Your hamstrings are already super open and warm. So try to intensify the stretch by lifting your left toes up. Drop your head down even more. Go for that extension through the crown of your head. From here, you're going to go into your Shiva squat. So as you inhale, bend your right knee, tap the back of your right knee with your left. Bring your hips down low. Good. Exhale, straighten out your left leg, hinge out your hips, point your toes up. You're only going to do 2 more. Inhale, bend your right knee, tap the back of your knee with your left. Good. Exhale, straighten out your leg, hinge out your hips. Last one. Inhale, bend. Exhale, squeeze to straighten, and then go into your warrior 2. Left foot goes to the back of your mat. Bend your right knee, reach your fingertips apart. You're all doing fantastic. Listen to your body, take the breaks that you need. Reverse your warrior, reach your right arm back. Open up your chest. Keep your upper body the way it is, then straighten out your right leg. Keep both of your heels digging into the ground, gorgeous Dario. Reach your right fingertips back. Open up the right side of your body, lift your chin, lift your chest. And then meet me in your triangle. Arms are gonna go parallel to the ground. Reach your right fingertips to the top of your mat, then drop your right hand down, extend your left hand up. Reach your fingertips apart, open up your chest, look up towards the ceiling. From here, we're gonna balance. So bend your right knee, walk your right fingertips about 6 inches in front of your right toes, going into your half moon. So take as many steps as you need, or 1. Your right hand is gonna drop, your left hand is gonna stay lifted. Keep your hips and shoulders square to the left side of your mat. Your right fingers can rest on the ground. You can bring your right hand up to your heart. Whatever you do, keep your right big toe connected to the ground. 1 more round of breath. Release by bringing your left foot behind your right, crossing at your ankles, walk your hands to the right side of your mat, bend your right knee a lot. Drop your head down. This is for your outer left hip, the back of your neck. Keep your hands shoulder width distance apart on the right side of your mat. 1 more round of breath. And then release. Bring your hands back to the top of your mat. Uncross your legs. Bring your big toes and heels together. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. On your inhale, sweep your arms up. Sit low. The last time, I'm going to have you hang out in this chair. Roll the weight to your heels. Open up your chest. Lean your upper body back. Keep your core tight. Squeeze your thighs together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sit even lower. Get your thighs parallel to the mat. You've got it, Lisa. Reach your fingertips up. Good. Stack your wrists over your shoulders. Straighten out your arms even more. Sit lower. Awesome, Jeanette. 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your hands down. Straighten out your legs. Bend 1 knee at a time. Shake it out. We've got that same sequence that we have to do on this side now. Come up into your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Meet me in your crescent. Sweep your arms up. As you bend your left knee, drive your right heel back, open up your chest, keep your spine super long. Now bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Find your deep twist to the left. Everyone bend your left knee a lot more. There you go. Good correction, Lisa. Open up your chest, keep your spine long. Now you can hinge at your hips. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Press your right elbow into your left knee to deepen the twist. Start to look up to the ceiling. The closer you can bring your thumbs to your chest, the deeper the stretch you'll feel in your shoulders. The more you plant your left heel into the ground, the more your left hip is going to open up. 1 more round of breath. And then release. Bring your hands down. Double leg stretch. Drive your right heel down. Straighten out your left leg. Bring your left toes up. Hinge at your hips. Allow your chest to drop to your left thigh. Dig your left heel into the ground. Whatever variation you did on the other side, maybe fingertips are forward, maybe they go back, whatever is going to give you the deepest hamstring opener, go for it now. You've got 1 more round of breath. You're going to release into your standing split. So drop your left foot into the mat, lift your right toes up, hinge at your hips. Find that deep stretch down the back of your left leg by grounding your left heel. Squeeze your right butt cheek by driving your toes up a little bit higher. Hinge at your hips. We've got those Shiva squats, 5 of them. Inhale, bend your left knee, tap the back of your knee with your right. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. 4 more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. 2 more, keep your core tight and your hips square to the ground. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. Nice work, everyone. Last one. Exhale, squeeze to straighten from here. Go into your warrior 2. Right foot goes to the back of your mat. Blossom open to face the right side of your mat. Bend your left knee. Bounce it out. I should mention this is our final flow. So work hard here. It's going to be smooth sailing after this. Bring your left knee away from your midline. Engage your triceps. Reverse your warrior. Reach your left arm back. Open up your chest. Engage your right butt cheek by squeezing it. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot. Everyone straighten out your left leg. Lift your chin a little bit higher. From here, bring your arms out to parallel to the floor. Then reach your left fingertips forward. Keep reaching, keep reaching. Then drop your left hand down, reach your right hand up. You're just tick-tocking your arms. So bring your right hand up, Dario, your left hand down. There you go. Open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, dig both of your heels into the mat. Maybe turn and twist your spine. Hold it for one more round of breath. Release by bringing your arms out to parallel, bend your left knee. You're gonna transition into your half moon. So take as many steps as you need. Your left hand is gonna drop. You're gonna balance onto your, left leg. Reach your right hand up. Keep your shoulders stacked, your hips stacked. Take a moment here to find your grounding by digging your left big toe into the mat. Your right foot should be flexed. Once you find your balance, you can play with a different variation. So again, either bringing your left hand to your heart. I didn't talk you through this before, but you can also, bend your right knee. Grab the top of your foot for a quad stretch. From here, you're gonna cross your right foot behind your left. Walk your hands to the left side of your mat. Bend your left knee a lot. Try to keep both of your heels planted into the mat. Drop your head down. Open up the back of your neck. Definitely feel the stretch along the right side of your hips, your rib cage even. Your hands should be shoulder width distance apart. You've got one more round of breath. Release. Bring your fingertips to the top of your mat. Uncross your legs. Then bend both of your knees and sit your hips onto your heels for a toe stand. Yeah, good. So try to keep your heels all the way together. Start to walk your hands to both sides of your hips and stack your shoulders over your hips. Yeah, good. Squeeze your thighs together. Your core engagement is what's going to keep you balanced. So you're resting your hips on your heels. Awesome, Jeanette. Bring your hands up to heart center. Extend through the crown of your head. Keep your core super tight. Then little by little, lift your hips off of your heels. Just an inch. Squeeze your thighs together. Your focus forward. One more round of breath. Release. Sit your hips back onto your heels and then drop down to your booty. Go into your crisscross applesauce. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. We're going to be doing some chill, deep stretches from here on out, but we're going to go back to our seated shape. So if you are drinking water, just come back to this so I know you're ready. And I'm going to face y'all. Good. So just remember which leg is in the front because we're going to switch sides eventually from now or for now. Keep your hips rooted, open up your chest, sweep your arms up, but make sure your palms are facing in. You want your wrists to be right in line with your shoulders. Awesome. Reach up high, sit your hips down low, and then as you exhale, bring your hands to the top of your mat, and then just walk your hands a little bit more forward, but make sure that your hips don't lift off of the mat. So maybe about 15 inches in front of your feet is where your hands should be. Once you find your deepest expression here, start to bend your elbows down. They may not touch the floor, and that's fine, but what you're doing is opening up your hips. You're also feeling a little bit of a stretch in between your shoulders, depending on how low you can drop your elbows. But I want the focus to be more on your hips, so keep your hips rooted and your neck in line with your spine. So you want to just look down right in between your thumbs, creating a little bit of length in your neck and especially your lower back as your hips remain grounded. Stay here for one more round of breath. And maybe on your exhale, start to bend your elbows down a little bit more. Release, come right back up. You're gonna reset by straightening out your legs. Bring your hands behind you. I'm gonna turn to face the side for your reverse tabletop plank. So your wrists are gonna go underneath your shoulders, squeeze your legs together, point your toes, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Try to get the soles of your feet to press into the mat. Lift your stomach and your chest a little bit higher, squeeze your shoulders together. And if you feel comfortable, you can start to drop your head back a little bit more. One more round of breath. Release by bringing your hips down. Once they touch the floor, stack your shoulders over your hips and then go into the opposite side of your crisscross applesauce. So whichever foot was in front, bring it to the back. Sit up tall. As you inhale, take your arms up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down. You're gonna walk them forward again. And like you did before, they don't have to come out super far. Remember to keep your hips grounded, core tight. Once you find your deepest expression, then you can drop your elbows down. And then again, the more you can drop your elbows down, and if they are resting, you will definitely feel your shoulders open. Sink your hips down, bring your chin into your chest. Allow your hips to feel way more open. Allow your hips to feel especially grounded. And as you bring your chin into your chest, the back of your neck will open. Release, come all the way back up. And once you come back up, you're gonna go back into that reverse tabletop, straighten out your legs, squeeze your toes and your heels together, spread your fingertips wide, good. Keep your core tight, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, squeeze your glutes to bring your hips up. Even if they only come up a little bit, you're already engaging your core. You're already gonna feel the stretch on the tops of your feet and your legs. But the more you squeeze, the more your hips will open. Then you'll have that option to drop your head back. Squeeze your shoulders together, feel your chest open up to the ceiling, the sky. And then release by bringing your hips down. And then roll all the way onto your back. Bring both of your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. As you go into these side to side rocks, feel your lower back open. And then from here, straighten out your left leg, bend your right knee, bring it to your right shoulder. It's going to be a brief hold and wind removing. On your next inhale, straighten out your right leg, point and flex your toes. And then the next time your toes are flexed, keep them right there. Either grab, I would love if you could grab the outside of your foot, but if not, your ankle is cool, your shin is cool, your calf muscle is cool. You're gonna go into an inner thigh opener. So you're just gonna bring your right foot away from your midline. The more you can keep your foot flexed, the deeper the stretch you'll have down the back of your leg, especially your hamstring. I am keeping your left hand on your hip so that you can remain grounded on that side. Because if you lift your left hip up, then you're not really stretching your inner thigh. So keep your left hip and your left shoulder grounded. Pull your right heel farther away from your midline. And if your heel dropped, try to bring it back up in line with your right shoulder. Release into the opposite direction. So you're going to bring your right foot to the left side of your mat. So switch the grip, bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot. And then bring your right foot to the left side of your mat, keeping your legs straight. Awesome, Jeanette. You've got it, Dario. Bring your right arm out to a T. Try to drop your right shoulder down to the mat so your chest opens. Turn your head even more. Stay for one round of breath. Release, roll onto your back, straighten out your right leg. Go to the left side, wind removing pose, bend your left knee. Pull hard, you know it's only a short hold. Give your biceps a squeeze, bring your elbows in. And then straighten out your left leg, point and flex your toes. Your hands can go to your hammies or your calves if you're feeling warm and ready. And then the next time your toes are down, keep them there. Grab the outside of your left foot or your shin, whatever you did on the other side. And then bring your left knee away from, your left foot away from your midline. So your inner thigh stretch. Keep your right hand on your hip, your right shoulder grounded so that the entire length of your spine connects to the floor. Everything on the right side of your body is engaged. So flex your foot, dig your heel into the mat, one more round of breath. Release by bringing your left ankle in line with your hip. Switch the grip, so bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot, and then bring your left foot to the right side of your mat. Find that deep twist. Turn your head to the left. Extend your left arm out to that T shape. Walk your left fingertips farther away from your midline. Send your breath to your hip. Flex your toes back. Open up your chest. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, drop your left shoulder down. Turn and twist. Release. Roll onto your back. Straighten out your left leg just as a quick reset. And then on your inhale, bend both of your knees. Stack your knees over your ankles. Your toes are going to face the top of your mat. Got one round of bridge. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, open up the front of your body. Press your shoulder blades into the ground. Make sure that you have at least a 2-inch gap between your chin and your chest. You've got one more round of breath. Release by allowing your hips to drop down. Once your hips drop, you can go into your final Savasana, either with your legs straight or go into your reclined bound angle or reclined butterfly. I'm going to do that. Soles of feet will press into each other. Allow your knees to splay apart. And the choice is yours with whatever you want to do with your hands. Hands on both sides of your body is standard. Deeper connection, if you would like. Right hand on your stomach, left hand goes onto your heart. I prefer that. Whichever option you take, make it a goal to commit to stillness. Make it a goal to continue those quality and deliberate inhales and exhales, but don't force yourself into a pattern, especially since we've been working on our breath the entire 45 minutes. Rather, this time, use your breath to calm your mind and to bring peace and stillness to your body, because you just worked really hard. You strengthened your body this morning, this afternoon. You also created even more space so that you can love more, find more compassion for the people around you. Maybe forgive yourself for anything that you are clinging on to. And as you lay here on your mat, before we push up into our seats, just take a moment to say thank you to yourself. Even better if you can give yourself a compliment. Tell yourself one thing that you love about yourself, something that you are proud of. Maybe just acknowledge that. When you take the time to do that and you practice gratitude, it makes a huge difference in your mindset, your outlook, and therefore the way you react to things off your mat. If you're in your reclined bound angle, straighten out your legs, bring your arms up. Reach your fingertips and toes apart, and then come up into your seat however you would like. You can do a slow sit-up, you can roll up, but just get into your crisscross applesauce, facing the top of your mat, and rest your hands on your knees, sit up tall. On your inhale, sweep your arms up, press your palms into each other. And as you exhale, your thumbs are going to drop right to your heart. Relax your shoulders. And as you give thanks, my heart is full, knowing that you have supported me by being a part of this yoga community. My heart is full knowing that I get to guide you in this very personal practice. Thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you so much for inspiring me with the way that you move today. From the bottom of my heart to all of yours, namaste. Nicely done, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Melinda, for the thumbs up. Love that. All right. Happy Monday. I hope you all have a fantastic day, a fantastic week. I'm so happy to see so many of you here on this Monday. And Melinda, Rebecca, if you're still there, please turn on your cameras, because I'm going to post a selfie today because I've been really bad about it the past couple of days. I'm also, I mentioned this at the beginning of class, I've been like running around with my head cut off because I'm planning my birthday party, which is so fun, but it's also stressing me out. So thank you for giving me this break. Katie, I love you. You're the best. Melinda, I'm happy I get to see you.
Great.
Thank you so much. Oh, Rebecca, you're cute. Okay, whatever you want to do, you can cover your face, but I'm going to take a selfie now on the count of 3. Hi, Jeanette. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. All right. I know a lot of you got your tickets already. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you can make it on Sunday. It's going to be a freaking good time. All right. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, Mel. Bye,
Thank
Rebecca.
you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, Dario. Quad
I
goals.
see you.
You're the best. Hey,
Hey.
Dario.
Uh-huh.
I have not forgotten. Hold on, I'm going to stop this.